trying to make a whale steak, and I'm cooking it on each side for 7 minutes. So, in order to make a well done steak, well, my other phone died, and this phone don't have that much power either, and I don't know how long it's gonna last. But in order to do a well done steak, it has to be cooked 7 minutes on each side. So I'm also covering it, and I'm gonna let it cook for 7 minutes on each side. But don't get done. I can always put it in the oven because this steak is kind of thick. So what I'm going to do, because I know I'm running out of time, I'm going to go and get my charger and see if I can plug it up here. This phone must have a battery. This charger must have a little battery in it. But what I have to do is buy a new charger or something with a battery in it. So I have to clean off this table and wash these dishes, I guess. And so I'm trying to charge the phone while I do this 7-minute meal. And just let it charge. I don't know what kind of charge it's getting, or if it's getting any, because this is not a good charger. So far I don't see anything saying charging. So I don't know. It might go out on me. But the cookbook said, in order to cook a well done steak, you must cook it on both sides 7 minutes. And so that's what I'm trying to do. Even though I have my phone plugged up, it's still going dead. I got another charger upstairs. But I set the timer for 7 minutes. And then I'm going to set it for 7 more minutes. After it cooked on one side for 7 minutes. But I don't know if this phone is going to stay on, and I don't know if this video is going to stay up. If it blank out, I could probably show it to you. I probably have to take it down anyway. But I'm trying to cook a well done steak, and the cookbook said cook it 7 minutes on each side. And this is how you cook a well done steak. When I was younger, I wanted to be a chef, but I didn't know how to cook. How to cook meat done. And I didn't know how to cook a medium steak, a medium well steak, a well done steak, a steak that's kind of well, medium well. You have to know how to do all of that if you want to learn to cook. And you want to learn to be a chef. You can't just cook medium well food, rare food, medium rare, and then you get some places and don't know how to cook a well done steak, don't know how to cook a medium well steak, because what you're cooking for is not yourself. You're cooking for the customer. And so I remember I worked in this restaurant, and it was just like a diner restaurant. It was like a diner restaurant. And while I worked in this restaurant, it was the chef. And we were working on a Sunday. They would work us on Sunday. From 3 to 3 to 6, and from 3 to 6 we would be in there, or 3 to 5, working by ourselves. I was a waitress, he was a cook. And so every time this particular chef cooked, people came in And they said, who's cooking? And I said, him, and they will order nothing but steaks. Because they knew when he cooked, they were going to get their steaks cooked the way they wanted to. Whether medium, medium rare, rare, well done, medium well done, whatever they said, he did it. And some people think, well, you don't have to know how to cook a well done steak. I was working in a restaurant, and one time for over 2 years, something they kept saying was wrong with the beef. And the restaurant you weren't allowed to order a rare steak, a medium rare steak, any kind of steak with blood in it, or any kind of meat with blood in it. The meat had to be cooked all the way through, or the restaurant would be fined and shut down. This was for almost 2 years, because something was wrong with the beef. Something was wrong with the beef and the beef supply in Virginia. And they just didn't tell us what was wrong. They just said, you have to cook the meat well done, or you will get fined and your restaurant shut down. And so if you didn't know how to cook a well done steak, or medium well to well, your restaurant will get shut down. Okay, it's almost 7 minutes on that side. And then I'm going to turn it over and make it 7 minutes on the other side. This top, I got to remove this top for a while. I got another top over here. But it don't fit this pan, but I got a top. This top is better. Okay. Look like the nail didn't really fall out on that one. Okay, now, let's see. Yeah. Every Sunday, they would come in that restaurant, ask me who was cooking, and came through there and ordered nothing but steaks. Okay, so I'm getting ready to cook it 7 minutes on this side. Let's see if we get a well done steak. These steaks look too thick. These steaks look like I got to put them in the oven. So let's put it on 7 minutes. Oh. So it's a little bit over. But let's see. This top don't fit. There you go. Let's see if this cooks this steak. This is a thick steak. It's a Domingo cut. You see my water bottle? I'm going to make something. I'm going to put something in it. My brand new water bottle. I'm going to use it like a pitcher. I'm going to use it like a pitcher, and I'm going to put something in it. So let's open it up and get all this stuff out of it. There's stuff in it. So, I got this for $3 from the Habitat of Humanity store. Oh, it got a straw in it. I'll probably keep my straw somewhere. And it is, let's see inside. See how deep it is. What I'm going to put in here, strawberry lemonade. Yeah, and it was like that for 2 years. I saw them come through this restaurant and the bar, and the health inspector was inspecting everything. But really, I think this steak is too thick. But that's all right. I'll sit in the oven for a while. Let it sit in there. I don't know why I chose such a big, thick steak to do this with. I scrub the floor. Yeah. And I gotta go ahead and get my room. Lord have mercy. Lord Jesus. I better hurry and hit that carpet before I be moving into another view. All right. It don't look like this steak gonna get done. 7 minutes on each side. So if it don't, I'll just let it fry a little bit. So what I'm eating with this steak is kimchi and no rice. Just kimchi. I gotta put the kimchi in the refrigerator. And some grapes. I'm gonna make some strawberry lemonade. Oops. Some oranges and grapes. How are you doing? I'm trying something I read in a cookbook, cooking school, that said in order to cook a steak, you have to, well done, you have to cook it 7 minutes on each side, because I wanted to be a chef, a cook in the restaurant, a chef really. And, one more, there you go. This isn't the right top, but I got a top. Okay, it don't look like as if these steaks are just too thick to get done. That's the way it looks. They just too thick. They come up done. Oops, I got 3 more minutes to go. I'm sorry, y'all. That steak ain't gonna get done. No, I need thinner steaks for that. 7 minutes. And so I cooked it 7 minutes on one side, and now I'm cooking it 7 minutes on this side. But these are Domingo cut steaks. They were priced at $20 for the pack, but they were marked down to what was it marked down to? Half price. So, I said Domingo cut steaks, half price, marked down. How can I miss that? How can I let that pass me by? Oh, Lord Jesus. Hit my heart. Oh, Lord Jesus. Yeah, I know I took out 2 things of tissue, of paper towels. I'll put this back up here. Because I don't need no 2 things of paper towels until wait till that run out. All right. I got my vegetable washing stuff. Oh, Lord. So, I'm steady trying to cook this steak. Now I got 1 more minute to go. And I got a call about my smoke alarm again. 1 more minute to go, y'all. And it's still not going to be done. Then we'll just take the cover off and just cook it. Otherwise, I think these are those steaks you have to bake. I don't know why I attempted to cook 2. I could have just cooked 1. So, do you see it done? No, I think not, because this is one of those sticker cut steaks. But they said that you're supposed to cook it 7 minutes on each side. And after cooking the steak 7 minutes on each side, it also say how many ounces the steak is supposed to be and how big it was supposed to be. But yeah, like I told you, every time that guy was in the kitchen, people came in there, and from until other people got there, they ordered nothing but steak. It was like they were calling each other saying he's here. Yes, it was. But I think they came every Sunday um, to the restaurant, and it was. I hit the whole front. The whole front was full, and everybody just said steak, 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 steak. They antagonized him because they called him slow and some of everything. But the people who ordered the steak was willing to wait to get it. Now remember, I'm trying to charge this phone up, but for some reason it's not charging. Okay, let's see how done these Dominican steaks is. They're not too done. I cooked them 7 minutes on each side. So, oh Lord, look at this. This ain't done at all. This isn't done. Better take this and put it in the oven. I should have used the smaller steaks, the ribeyes. But now I'm just going to let them cook. And we are cooking steak. I'm put me some hot water, some water in the freezer, because I don't know why I'm thirsty. But I think I got a pitch of cold water in there. So let me see if I have a pitch of cold water in here. Water in the freezer. Man, what does that living room look like? Up in there. All right, people. I keep saying I'm going to use a different phone because my picture blanks out, and I don't need that. I don't know why it does that. Black out every time I get a call. I hear to cover my mouth. I got my mask on. Oh, Lord Jesus. Itchy and scratchy. I don't know. Maybe my sugar is high. Oh, my. Hello, everyone. I'm back. Still trying to cook this steak. But, oof. Oh, Lord, it's like it's fried bacon. This one is really already done. It is well done. It cooked in 14 minutes. I believe so. I'm just letting it cook more. It cooked in 14 minutes. Give or take a second. So I gotta check the time to make sure I haven't set the timer. Yeah, it's cooking fine. It's cooking fine. I'm sorry for the blackout, but my phone lost power. But what I've done is change chargers. It has a charger this charger I brought from Temu goes with my Apple phone. It has an Apple charger. You know, those little teeny cords, and don't have the regular USB size cord. It has an Apple charger. But yeah, this steak is well done and it's done. This one, now I'm going to let the water run out because I want to char on it. But you see, it's well done. Now I got to let it fry. This one I was cooking for somebody, but what I'm going to do is just cut this one in two. Because this one is different. And this is a Domingo cut steak. Ooh, but I love it look fat. Let's see if this is well done. Girl, this thing, I let it sit for 10 more minutes to see, you know, and I covered it up. And let's see. Oh, look, it's medium. It's medium well. This one, man, this one was raw. And now I cooked it for 10 more minutes. It's medium well, but I think I overcooked this one. But I really like fat. So I don't know. I should cut this in two and just share it with the person here. Instead of or just give them their own steak. And I take this one. Because I know I'm not going to eat it all. I'm just going to cut it in two. What I got? Yep, it cooked. This cooked. This cooked medium well. And I cooked it with the cover on it. And the cover helps keeping it from getting dried out. But people want to sear on it. That was like baking it. But you know, some people want to sear on their steak. So I'm going to eat it with some kimchi and grapes. And I'll show you my plate. This steak right here is going to be on my plate. And what I'm going to do is cut it up. And I give that steak to somebody else. Yeah. Well, let me go ahead and start my plate. And how are you today? Thank you for stopping by my live. Thank you for helping me with cooking school. So they said you cook a steak, and the way to cook a steak well is to cook it 7 minutes on each side. I probably will look it up, but I had read that in a book. And I had read it, and I forgot how long to cook a medium well steak, and how long to cook a medium rare steak, and how long to cook, you go by the thickness of the steak. So I forgot to read how long to cook all of those steaks. I only remembered what I ate, and that was well done. But that was in the past when I wanted to learn to be a chef. I was reading up on how long to cook steaks and how long to cook certain foods. And you know, you cook it till it's this way. No, it's a art, it's a skill to it. And you cook it a certain amount of time and you get a well done steak. So like I said, it was 7 minutes on each side. And by cooking it 7 minutes on each side, you get a well done steak. So I'm sorry it blanked out, but I had already cooked it 14 minutes before the phone went dead. And this steak was fine, but I went on and cooked it 10 more minutes, which I shouldn't have did. But this steak was raw, but the thickness of it, I cooked it 5 or 10 more minutes, and I had to that's why I have all those juices in it. Because if it was done and it was searing and it was uncovered, it would be different. But what I was talking to you about is that chef that used to, all right, I have some kimchi here, that every time when I was working as a waitress, every time they saw him in the restaurant, they all came in and ordered a steak because he knew what he was doing. His food took a little longer, but his steaks were never returned. His steaks were never returned. They were never returned. And that was the thing about him. He could cook you a steak, and he wanted afraid to take his time because you got the food, and when you got it, it didn't come back. Imagine that. You order a steak and it's perfect. It did not come back. And I remember thinking, I was young back then, why is it that every time he's cooking, everybody orders a steak dinner? I was saying that. Everybody orders a steak dinner. You know, even people who wanted it, this man, he wanted his hamburger really rare. Really rare. And he said, flip my burger. That man knew what he wanted. Everybody that came in that restaurant and ordered steak, he knew what they wanted. Oh no, this isn't done here. But that's alright. I'll just cut it and let it cook and go ahead and give them that steak. That steak is well done. This steak has fat on it. I like the fat. So, Sabrina, you want your steak? Yeah. Okay. All right. I'll put it in a plate for you. Okay. Fussing at nobody. I'm talking up there.
Oh, you want to
Yes, people. All right. So this steak isn't ready, but I'm gonna take it and cut it up, and then put it back in there and let it cook. Yeah, I'm gonna let it finish cooking. Look at it. It's medium well, and I like the fat, but I'm gonna cut it up and let you see it, even though it's medium well, because this steak was too thick. It was too thick. So I'm learning to cook steak. Well done. And I read in the cookbook that you cook it 7 minutes on each side. Now that's a chef with a degree. Sabrina is a chef with a degree. All right, people. It do look kind of done. Yeah, it do. Some of it look, but it look medium to me. It look well done. Some of it is, but I'm gonna let you see it, and then I'm gonna put it back in the pan and keep cooking it till I like it. Here you go. Thank you. Like, subscribe, and tune into my channel. Bye-bye.